Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Today is question time. Yes, that is right. I will be answering some questions. So let me just send this out real quick, how we do. For one person to send it out to, thank you to my one viewer. I think that's myself though, isn't it? It's really myself. That was myself. Okay, let's see. So here are the best truth questions that are outside in this world. Okay, let me comment to you guys. Hi, please comment. Let's get our polls up, okay? So I'm just setting up a poll for you guys to answer real quick. Because I don't know if you guys, I kind of like you guys to choose what I'm going to do. Okay, let's see. Alright, I asked you guys for the poll. It's going up right now. But we're going to answer some truth questions. When was the last time you lied? I think the last time I definitely lied was maybe when I was a bit younger, maybe like last year. To my mom, probably like last year. To my dad, I don't know. Like, not even gonna lie at that point. When was the last time you cried? Maybe a few weeks ago. What is your biggest fear? Lizards and spiders and thank you for whoever chose no, I guess. Okay. Well, that's okay, that's your opinion. But lizards, frogs, and spiders. Definitely spiders. I'm terrified. Like, I'm gonna go into a heart attack. I'm just gonna die. Like, not even a joke. What is your biggest fantasy? Maybe like to get married, because that's like everyone's fantasy. But like, I don't want a big dream wedding. Like maybe something tiny, like maybe at a courthouse or something. Do you have any? Okay, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna go to the next question. What's something you're glad your mom doesn't know about you? You ready? This is big, but she does not know that I'm not gonna tell you guys, because what if my mom's watching? Then she's gonna figure out what she doesn't know about me. Okay, so next question. Have you ever cheated on someone? No. And I believe that's not right to cheat on people, because it's only fair that you both give each other loyalty. If they're cheating on you, don't them. Like you don't need them if they're gonna cheat on you, okay? What's the worst thing you've ever done? I think the worst thing you've ever done is made someone cry. Or like pull a prank on someone where you kind of had to make them choose sides. I feel like that's the worst prank I've ever done. But I did that prank on my best friend Jen. With my other friend Lorelai. Oh, and if you don't know who those people are, that's okay. You don't need to. What's a secret you've never told anyone? Okay. I was in the elevator this time. Well, now you guys are gonna know my secret, but it's okay. I trust you guys. I was in the elevator one time, and I pooped myself because I had to go poop. So I ended up pooping myself in the elevator, and I never told anyone. I just told my grandma I pooped myself in the bathroom. Do you have any hidden talents? Yes, I'm really good at songwriting, which I think only a couple people know that. Like maybe like my really closest friends know that I can write songs really good. I definitely think I can sing. I'm really good at dancing. Definitely on those subjects. One hidden talent about school for me definitely would be like, it's kind of funny, but I can definitely, when it comes to history, I can like work that all around my brain only in like 1 minute. Everything that they're saying can all go around my brain and just stick there all in 1 minute. And I just find that really funny. But who was your first celebrity crush? Definitely Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. I think he was my first celebrity crush. I really liked him. It was either him or Justin Bieber. Let's go. No one's never had. Everyone's had a crush on Justin Bieber at one point. Like, let's just say the song "Baby." It's amazing. What's the worst intimate experience you've ever had? I've never had any, so I can't answer that. But if you guys have any, feel free to comment. Like, I wouldn't. I'm just gonna say I wouldn't tell myself. And like, right now I'm still young, so I haven't had any. I'll definitely tell you guys if I have some. Have you ever cheated in an exam? No. I always never cheat because I believe cheating is wrong in exams or on people. I probably think I've only cheated on one thing, but that was in kindergarten. But I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, so I just looked at this girl's paper and kept coffee all the time. And when she caught me, I said, "No, I did my apple black. You did yours red." She never knows the difference. What's the most drunk you've ever been? I've never been drunk. Okay. I think I don't know, but even if I was, I wouldn't tell them that. Have you ever broken the law? No. I'm trying to be a lawyer, so breaking the law sounds pretty bad. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? I think the most embarrassing thing I've ever done was hide under the table from Tyler. Yeah, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Like, I don't know what was in my head, but that was embarrassing. What's your biggest insecurity? Definitely my biggest insecurity would be, like, people not liking me for who I am, or, like, people, like spreading rumors that aren't true about me that are really, really bad, that my, like, brothers and sister would find out and tell my mom. Like, that's definitely my biggest insecurity. And definitely how my hair is, because I used to get, a lot of people look at my hair, and so do sometimes, and they would come up to me and be like, "Sally, where'd you get your hair done?" I would be like, "It's just my natural hair." And then they would start pulling on my hair, because they thought it was, like, extensions, but I had naturally long hair, so I cut it so I wouldn't have any problems about that too. What's the biggest mistake you've ever made? I think I had a crush on my best friend. I think that was my biggest mistake. Like, I don't understand why, because I feel like that was my biggest mistake, but I don't have a crush on him anymore. Yeah, I have other best friends, so those are my best friends, so yeah. What's the most disgusting thing you've ever done? Okay. I think the most disgusting thing I've ever done was maybe, like, eat off the floor at the cafeteria or something like that. Like, that's disgusting. Who would you like to kiss in this room? There's no one in the room but you and me. So, bring it in. I'm just kidding. I guess you guys then, because there's no one else in the room with me. What's the worst thing anyone's ever done to you? Okay. I definitely think the worst thing anyone's ever done to me is, like, when I didn't take a picture of my cousin. My dad said, "If you don't take a picture of this person, I'm gonna beat you." Like, he wouldn't, like, actually beat me, but, you know, like a little threat there, but he didn't actually beat me. I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll take the picture." Calm yourself down, boy. Okay, next. I will just paint this face. Have you ever had a run-in with the law? Yes! I'm not going to tell you that story because it's kind of personal, but yeah, I have. They're not that bad though, you know, like, a little scary, but it's not like they're going to hurt you. Like, well, they're not going to hurt you bad, but, What's the worst habit you have? I definitely think the worst habit I have is sleeping through alarm and letting everyone else hear my alarm because I just slept through my alarm. So I definitely think that's the worst habit I have. I could ever possibly have because I could literally just be sleeping and listening to my alarm go off, but just sleep right through it. Like that happened this morning. I could hear my alarm, but I couldn't wake up. What's the worst thing you've ever said to anyone? It's kind to my cousin, and I really regret that I ever told this to my cousin because I really care about all my cousins, so I really regret that. I believe I said, "You're my least favorite cousin, I hate you," just because they wouldn't play with me. And see, you should never ever tell your cousin that because I think it's the meanest thing I could have ever said to him. And I believe what I did was wrong. Have you ever peed in the shower? Yes. On accident, probably. I remember doing it when I was younger, but I don't think I've ever done it since I was younger. I really believe peeing in the shower is nasty, so I don't think I've done it since I was younger. And if so, I can't remember. Let's see, what's the next question? What's the strangest dream you ever had? I definitely think the strangest dream I ever had is when my grandma killing my mom. Uh-huh. That's definitely the strangest dream I've ever had. I definitely wish I could not have that dream. Let's hit this off. Alright, so now we're going to paint the face. Let's see. Have you ever been caught doing something you shouldn't have? No. I don't think I've ever been caught doing something I shouldn't have because I don't normally do anything that I shouldn't have done. And if I did, I probably would have told them by now because when it comes to when it comes to doing secrets from people, I probably get really tensed up when they ask me if I did it or not. So that's another way you can tell if I'm lying because I'll get really tensed up about the question. Alright, let's see. What's the worst day you've ever been on? We're going to skip that question because I've never been on a day. What's the biggest regret? I think my biggest regret would have to be me thinking that certain people hated me for all my life because, sometimes they don't hate you and you just, think that they hate you, but they didn't hate you. And it's really sad that I actually thought for all these years that certain people hate me. And when I asked them when I was in 4th grade, why'd you hate me so much? They just said, I never hated you. So I just think that's, the weirdest and the saddest thing ever. And you're really like, oh, is that so sad that they never hated you? Because the people I thought hated me were also one of my closest friends in life. So I spent the rest of my life thinking that they hated me, when really they didn't. And that was just so sad. Where we could have still been friends, But I don't really regret it because when it comes down to it at the end of the day, I guess we just weren't meant to be friends, So yeah. Anyways, next. What's the biggest misconception about you? That I'm a really mean person. Everyone thinks just because I'm so tall, I'm really mean and scary. But no, I'm a sweet person. Same thing about when I first met my best friend. I thought she was kind of scary. I don't know why, but like that's because I only heard that she was scary. But really no, she's a really sweet person. Shout out to you, you're turning 10 tomorrow. What did your last relationship break down? Why did your last relationship break down? Probably because miscommunication. And have you ever lied to get out of a bad date? Yeah. Oh, got after a date and I said I had a boyfriend. And her like, but you're so young. But let's just say I knew what I was saying back then. Like I knew what he wanted and I was like, no, I have a boyfriend. I never heard from him again actually after that. Nor did I hear from any boys except for this one boy when he came to school. Which all the kids were scared of him because apparently he would beat you if you talked to him. But me being a stubborn self, I talked to him. Well, I'm done answering all these questions, and no, I'm not going to end the video here. Time for me to tell you about this kindergarten guy that is the craziest person you'll ever meet. So I advise you, this might become as a trigger to some people. So if so, I advise you to click off this video. So I met this guy who came to school, like, probably after a few weeks after I turned the other guy down. And by that, like, no guy was up 6 feet with me. They wouldn't even touch me with a 6 foot long pole. No, like, that's how scared they were that my boyfriend was gonna beat them. But I didn't have a boyfriend, by the way. I just didn't want to mess with me. So I told them that. And let's just say one of them, another guy came to school, he knew I didn't have a boyfriend. He would come straight up to me, why are you lying? I was like, about what? So I gave him a hard truth. I said, these boys won't leave me alone, so I had to do something to get them to leave me alone. He said, smart girl. What'd you say? That you had a boyfriend? I said, how'd you know I didn't? He said, I can tell. You're too pretty. How flirt he was, though. I said, thanks, and walked away. He said, so you're just gonna leave like that? Yeah, I was just gonna leave like that. Like, there was no point of me staying. Like, what was the point of me staying? You know, like, I kind of did have friends. I had a kid too at the time, so I was like, yep. He said, I must have disperceived you. I said, as a what? He said, as a vice person. He said, I perceived you to be easy to get. I said, easy? I'll be back. Yeah. But he said, I thought you were an easy person to get. Apparently, since that's what all the guys were thinking before you had a boyfriend. Because you have a boyfriend. I was so pissed. Like, not even joking. I was like, thanks, but no thanks. Look, I have to go because I just feel like my dad was calling. My dad's calling, which I didn't have a phone on me, so he knew that was a lie. So you're lying to me now, which I didn't want to, but I just said, yeah. Yeah. So when he was leaving me alone, so I finally caved in and told him all the reasons I had to do all this stuff. He understood. He said, we became really close friends. He did have some anger issues, which were scary to me at the time. But since I'm not, if you have anger issues, I don't judge, so I didn't really care. We were good friends. He would hang out with me at recess. He would act like, basically we fake dated. He would act like he was my boyfriend, so the other guys would back off. He was a really good person to meet, and I really liked him. I actually grew to have a crush on him. Which, when he figured that out, he became more distant until I actually asked him what's wrong. He said, "Look, I know that you have a crush on me. I know I'm not interested in actually starting a relationship." I said, "I don't like you like that." He said, "Oh, I must have misread." You know, I had the biggest crush out of my mind. Said, "Yeah, you must have." But, he was really sweet to me. He came back. He didn't go distant. He only did me once. I mean, until this other girl came and asked us if he wanted to date him. And I asked, "What about us?" And he said, "What's us? What do you mean?" I was like, "Okay, whatever." I was really upset, but now I'll be waiting for someone. That's what I had to learn. So, I decided to every week. Also, he also became a distance when everyone in his class figured out my great grandma had died. They became so distant because I wasn't myself anymore, and he understood that, so he came more. He would always ask, "Yeah, I need anything I can get for you." I always say, "No, thank you." And then when I come back a week after the funeral, he asked me where I was. I said I was at my funeral. She understood me so well, at the very least. He told me that he actually had feelings for me and that we could date. I told him no, I wasn't. I don't think I could date after what just happened. He said he understood. We went our separate ways. He moved after kindergarten, and when he moved, I was really upset. Let's just say, moral of the story, never trust anyone, especially after you were guys. I was going through a phase, though, after she died. Like, a big phase. Like, I could not get my head out of my butt. Like, I would not talk to anyone, not even my best friends. So then we became besties, and I distanced myself again until first grade. Let's just say, I was a wild one. I am going to tell you about the time I think it's time to pull a friend up, don't you guys? Like let's pull a friend up. Let's see. Okay, let's see. She didn't answer. Okay, that's okay. Alright, so let's see, what do I want to do with you guys? I'm gonna try to find a movie, and I'll tell you guys more stories while I find a movie. What story do you guys want to know? I already told you about all my crushes, so that's definitely out of the idea. Because I already told you about my crushes, so. And then I told you about the other kindergarten. Let's talk about the Toucher. Yes, that was a kindergarten boy. I named him the Toucher. And you're probably wondering, why did I name this kindergarten boy, this innocent kindergarten boy, the toucher? Well, the answer is because he would touch everyone. Not just one person, it had to be everyone. Everyone. Like, there's no joke when I say, if you survived the whole school year without getting touched by him, it's fine. So I was paired up in a group with him, and he went on the table because he said he dropped his pencil. So I was like, okay. So me and my best friend were talking while he was getting his pencil. By the way, then I looked over and realized his pencil's on the freaking table. So what is he doing under? I felt a legit hand, like going up my thigh. Like it was going up. It was going way up. Until I just like touched my nose. I was like, what's going on? And I look under the table, and guess who's there? The little boy. I scream my head off, and my friend's like, what? And then she feels it. And our teacher comes over and I'm like, that's bad. That's me. She's like, the teacher doesn't really care at this point. She's like, okay. She sends him to the office. He has to come back and write us an apology letter. I feel like that's the first time I've ever told anyone about that story because it was so scary, and I still don't trust it. But I just have to say, always be careful with who you let touch you. And I was terrified. I'm not joking. I was like so scared for my life that I just had to sit there and go through it for a while until I could actually scream. My friend was the one who started screaming first. So when she started screaming, I started screaming. I guess you could say we're basically sexually assaulted. And yeah, this is a real story that happened to me. I'm sorry that if I'm crying, it's just really upsetting. That story to me. Because you just. But that will conclude into our video today. Please like and subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can get notified every time I'm posting. Thank you for the people who answer my poll, and probably, I don't know if my poll's gonna go well when I close the stream, but it might stay up. Thank you, please. And if the poll is still up there, please comment to my poll. Love you guys, you're amazing in every way.